not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just going to rip the pedestal.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged.
Unfortunately, some of these women may need to adjust their expectations. Once a relationship ends, an ex-partner generally isn't obligated to continue paying for the other person's lifestyle unless there are specific legal or family responsibilities involved. Today, we're looking at some of the craziest moments involving former partners being expected to keep providing financial support. And you won't want to miss a single one.
Please help me understand this. My lights got turned off, so I called my baby's father and asked him if he could get my lights turned on for me. He said no, because I have a husband and that's his responsibility. How is that his responsibility to pay my lights to get turned back on after they get turned off?
Because he's your husband, that's why it's his responsibility to make sure the bills are paid in the house. It's actually both of y'all responsibility. And no, that do not fall on your baby daddy, especially if you have a husband. But here's a better idea. Instead of you trying to gaslight him and play victim and tell him that it's his job to pay your bills because his children live there, just give him his children until your situation change or get better. But no, you can never do that. You can never put your children first and give them to the parent who's doing better right now. No, instead, you're going to play victim and try to play mind games and use that man for his money to pay your bills and say, oh, but your children live here. Well, let my children come live with me into your circumstances.
Just like the previous guy pointed out, it really seems like she's trying to get as much financial support as possible from her ex. But at the end of the day, the relationship is over. Unless there's a specific responsibility involved, expecting your former partner to continue funding your lifestyle can create a lot of resentment and conflict.
I want to be independent. I don't need a man. I can do this all on my own.
A few moments later.
I just found out today that my ex-husband is engaged and I'm unwell. And like, even though, yes, it was me that was like, hi, I want divorce. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It brings up all these feelings. It brings up all this like stuff. And we have a kid and it brings up all this stuff.
Of course, two people can still be connected through their children long after a breakup. But if the romantic relationship is over, it's understandable that both people may eventually move on. Seeing your former partner date someone new can be difficult emotionally, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're doing something wrong.
Money in my account and now I don't. This happens to me all the time. My car broke down.
Well, you need to pay your bill.
I know. I'm going to make money if I have my phone to make money.
Where's your phone?
In the bar, probably in my bag, or sometimes it vanishes because God just does that to me.
I'm confused. How are you going to pay your bill with your phone?
I'm going to ask people on Facebook to pay my bill. Morgan Wallen, he does do that.
Are we going to pay the bill today?
I want to. My dad.
Your dad needs nothing.
My mom can pay my bill.
Okay, is your mom willing to come here and pay your bill right now?
Yes, if you call her, she's not going to believe me. She thinks I'm a psycho. She's stealing my kids from me.
You don't have anything inside your vehicle to pay your bill?
No, I have $7. Larry will pay my bill.
Larry? Who's Larry?
Larry, my ex-boyfriend. All my ex-boyfriends are friends of mine. They'll pay my bill. They have jobs, but I need my phone to work, to call them.
You guys want to press charges?
She can't pay her bill.
And you said you're not going to pay this?
No, I am going to pay it tomorrow.
Here's money back.
You should get my bag so I can call my dad or my mom. I'm not a defrauder. This happens to me all the time.
It definitely looked like this woman may not have been completely sober, but regardless of the circumstances, ordering food or drinks without knowing how you're going to pay for them can put you in a very awkward position. If money is tight, it's better to be honest about it before placing the order.
Well, they always come crawling back. Some interesting developments with Ashraf Hakimi's ex-wife. As we know, in 2023, Spanish-Tunisian actress model Hiba Abouk filed for divorce against Ashraf Hakimi, who had RAPE allegations against him at the time. She was looking to get half of his money and his assets, but ended up getting nothing because all of it is in his mother's name and Hakimi effectively owns nothing. And despite having two kids together, Hakimi famously said, "I was married to my ex-wife Hiba Abouk, but I realised she was just after my money just 2 years into our marriage." Well, now apparently Hiba Abouk has apologised and said that she regrets filing for divorce. Sources claim that she said that she was misguided by friends and acted out of emotions, and it's even rumoured that she's now begging Hakimi to take her back. Very interesting that this rumoured apology comes soon after the Moroccan's renewed contract with PSG, where his salary will now be boosted from £10 million a year to £28 million a year. All of which will still be going to his mum, and I don't doubt that many other footballers were taking note of this and will be doing the same to protect their assets. Do you reckon he should take her?
This situation is pretty difficult to watch because it sounds like she already received significant financial support during the relationship, and now that he's earning more, she's apparently expecting an even larger share. Financial disagreements like this can become extremely complicated, especially after a relationship has ended.
Yeah, let's get to ordering the food.
What would you like now?
What about the nachos? Can I get it without onions?
Yes.
All right, and what about the brisket Philly? How is that?
It's good. It's what you say you wanted nachos.
Excuse me, I'm ordering and you're paying, sir.
So you want the nachos without onions and the brisket Philly?
I asked you how it was.
It's good. It's very good. It's nice.
But do you like it?
Yes, I eat it.
Oh, okay.
So you want the nachos with the
No.
So you don't want the brisket?
I'm ordering. Let me decide what I want, please. Oh yeah. Maybe just. I asked them how it was. I didn't say I wanted it. Okay. Actually, let me just get a Caesar salad. Y'all have salmon?
No, you can get chicken or shrimp.
Can you come back?
Okay, so do you still want the nachos?
You don't know what you just said you wanted nachos. What's the problem?
I changed my mind, right?
Right. So you don't want the nachos?
I said, but I said, can you come back?
So do you want me to put the nachos in for you?
I haven't decided. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to see what else you have.
Earlier.
I know I don't want nachos anymore.
That's the whole reason, one of the main reasons we came here.
No, the main reason we came here so you could watch the game. Because I lost the bet.
But we already knew that the game was going to happen.
Okay.
Taste for nachos.
Sir, do you mind coming back?
Okay, so don't put the order in for the nachos.
No.
Okay.
We're being so difficult.
You got a problem with it? But I want to choose what I eat. Am I bothering you about what you order?
Yeah, but I'm paying though.
It doesn't matter. I can pay for my own food.
You know what? How about you do that? Because
it is not a problem.
It's not, and I don't like the way that you're talking to me.
That's fine.
Whether it be our first time out, it ain't even that deep.
Well, have a good night, sir.
You have a good night too.
This is supposedly their first time going out together, and she's already ordering a large amount of food, including some of the more expensive options on the menu. Everyone has different expectations when it comes to dating, but if two people clearly have completely different expectations about who should pay, walking away may be the simplest solution.
There's some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. All dates. Like, sir, you're courting me, you're dating me, like, you should be paying for the date. I don't pay for dates, so what are we doing here? Why would you ask me on a date if you're not gonna pay for it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I know you don't want to look at my crusty nails, and my nails are never crusty because I'm a model, so I have to get my nails done for shoots, and I usually upkeep my nails once every 2 weeks, so you gotta be able to afford my nails to be done once every 2 weeks. You just have to date me. Honestly, when it comes to hair, I have that wash and go hair, but still, products are expensive. Like my conditioners, my leave-ins, my detanglers, my co-washes, hair is expensive. So I'm going to need you to front the bill on that. You need to help me out. Now, if you guys don't already know, Ubers are a given, a must. I do not pay for my transportation to these dates. You must get my Uber. That is just the standard. I don't like looking like a bush monkey, so waxing is a given. I feel like nobody wants to see that. So, yeah. You got my wax, right? You got my wax. Now, further down the line, I'm not talking about the first few dates, but eventually you're going to have to pay my rent. girls got bills to pay and I am too feminine to like pay for myself. So, I mean, I do that now, but like if I'm with you, why would I pay for my own bills?
With the cost of living being so high, expectations that one partner should pay for absolutely everything may not be realistic for many people. Relationships usually require some level of financial communication and cooperation. What worked for couples in the past may not necessarily work for everyone today.
I'm going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now?
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yeah.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. Upgrade it, stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
Oh, so then if that's the case, so you want me to stay with you for these items and use you, basically.
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment.
You want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
That takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just going to...
This really comes down to one major difference. They're no longer together. If someone was previously your partner, that doesn't automatically mean they'll continue providing the same financial support after the relationship ends. Unless there's a specific obligation, both people eventually have to move forward independently.
So I got dumped because I asked a man to pay for everything. He ran. He literally ran away after I said that. That one comment made him throw everything away. Do you guys think that I was in the wrong? I think if you really like someone, you're not going to dump them over one comment. And I really liked him, so I was begging for him back. I still was begging for him back. And he said that it already put a sour taste in his mouth and that he doesn't want to talk.
I'm not completely sure what she expected him to cover, whether it was rent, a car payment, insurance, or multiple bills. But asking someone you've only known for a short period of time to take responsibility for all of your expenses is a pretty significant request. That's the kind of conversation that should happen much later, if at all.
Forgot my wallet. You might have to use your card.
Oh no, baby! We're gonna have to turn back around and go back to the house.
For what?
I only wanted to come because I thought we was using your money. So we're gonna have to make a U-turn, go back to the house, and get your wallet, and then we can go.
No.
It's only $50.
I'll pay for it.
You are my man. You're supposed to pay for everything. Okay, well, I'm leaving then.
What?
I left my wallet.
Your wallet?
I left my wallet at home, yeah. So either we gonna get back there and wash dishes or, you know what I'm saying, you can pay for it real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Pay for all this? You got 5 things.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not paying that.
I got you.
You better call somebody to come bring your wallet. I'm not paying that.
What are you talking about? We drove an hour away to the restaurant. Come on now.
That's embarrassing. You want me to pay for your food?
What?
I tell you, your money is my money. My money is not your money, okay? That's how it works in this relationship.
Who gonna wash dishes because it ain't gonna be me? I'm not paying $50 for this.
Everybody's man is paying for them, and then you're sitting here leaving your wallet at home. Why would you leave your wallet at home?
And if someone genuinely forgets their wallet, there are usually simple ways to handle the situation. One person can cover the bill temporarily, and the other can pay them back afterward. The important part is being honest about what happened rather than expecting someone else to simply absorb the cost.
You want to become a miserable old woman. I don't think any of us do. You've seen those women out there. The women that are nattering and nagging their husbands, that are bitchy, that aren't nice, that seem to be so unhappy, and we think, oh God, I hope I'm never one of those miserable old women. That happens from raising a family, working, and then all of a sudden we're in our 50s and 60s and we have nothing. We don't have a life. We don't have a life separate from our family or separate from our husband. And so we resent everybody. I did it. Here I am. It's amazing. I feel like a different person already. I feel like I can do whatever I want, and I'm not responsible for anybody anymore but me. I don't know. Things aren't going that great. I didn't know. I guess I did know. I would have this really strong reaction, physically, trauma reaction to finding out that my estranged husband has been having a new.
The most interesting part of this clip is watching her attitude change as the situation unfolds. By the end, she seems to realize that the decision she made didn't turn out the way she expected. Sometimes consequences have a way of changing someone's perspective very quickly.
Came across this. For 5 years, he wanted to be a provider male. He paid all of the bills while she saved her money, and she did this to him. Let me tell you what she did to him. She built and purchased a massive piece of property on a massive piece of land. And now she's telling him, bye-bye. She says, it's a new beginning for me. We've had our time. Now it's time for you to be over there and have that, and for me to be over here and have this. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something very clearly. Being a provider back in the day was a different time and it was in a different day. Being a provider today, it is not the same, especially if you're not married to him, because he was not married to her. See, if he was married, half of this would be his, but he didn't get married. He thought he could trust her, so he was just in a relationship with her. And now she's kicking him to the curb, and now somebody else is going to be up in that house clapping the hell out of her cheeks. Why he's lonely and alone. I'm going to tell you something, gentlemen. Do not let anybody guilt you into this provider scam. Don't let them talk bad about you and insult you and make you think that you need to be 100% provider in 2025.
Supporting someone financially for 5 years requires a tremendous amount of work and commitment. It sounds like this man worked hard to provide a certain lifestyle, but unfortunately, the relationship eventually came to an end. When a relationship breaks down, financial expectations can become one of the biggest sources of conflict. And trust me, you won't want to miss this final clip.
I was telling him, well, instead of taking me on a date, the same money that you gonna use towards the date, you can help me buy my part for my car. My car is still drivable, but I need like a crankshaft or a camshaft, and it's like $200. And I was like, well, whatever money that you was gonna use towards the date, you can help me put the money towards buying the part. And I was like, I'll come up with the rest. You know, like, you ain't got to give me the whole thing. Now, this part that I need, it keeps my car from cranking. Like I might have to try like 2 times and then it crank, but it don't crank right up. But this part that I need, it'll help it crank right up. So he gonna say that's beneficial to me. But the date is beneficial to you, right?
I honestly don't understand what she expected from this situation. The purpose of a first date is usually to get to know each other and see whether there's a genuine connection. If the conversation immediately turns into requests for someone to pay your bills, it's understandable why the other person might reconsider the relationship.